Alright, so we've got this question. The curve of the function f of x a x squared plus bx plus c passes through the point 2, 1. The gradient of the curve or slope of the tangent at the point 1, 2 is 0. Find the values of a, b, and c. So how we're going to go about this question? First of all, we know to say we have a quadratic equation. All right, we have a quadratic, or it's a polynomial, but in this case we've got a quadratic function. All right, and we have been given points. I will start with this point, like these 2 points. We've got 2 points, so I'll start with this point here. At the point this, so we have 1, 2. 1, 2, this is a turning point. All right, turning point, because that is where now the gradient is 0. And you remember a tangent, when you have a tangent, something like say you have something like this. So if the tangent is here, you have a gradient. The tangent is here, you have a gradient. But here the tangent is 0. I mean, let's say the gradient is 0 because there's no upgoing and downgoing. I don't know how you can put that one. Yeah. So here this is a turning point, and the turning point here we're given to say it's 1, 2 in this case. Then we also have we'll name the x part as h and the y as the k. All right. Then we also have this point here, the 2, 1. 2, 1 is where the graph passes. So I'll just name x and y because that's where the graph passes. All right. And we are taught to calculate the values of this, and we know to say that if you have such an equation, plus bx plus c, using completing the square method, you know to say y will be, in this case y will be a open x minus h squared plus k. All right, this is a form of you get after completing the square. All right, so where you have this k as the y turning point, and you have the h, which is here, the h, you have it as the x turning point, or others call it the line of symmetry. So in this case, we're given these things, so we just have to place them here and actually solve for a. Then after that, we'll come up with an equation. All right, so in this case, we're going to replace the values here, y according to what I've written here. Right, according to what I've written here, we're going to replace here. Okay, so I have replaced the two values here. There's y, I've replaced the h and there using this one. Now take note to say, when you want to find the x turning point, you have x is equal to neg b over 2a. all right. Now this you'll find here, or maybe something you find here, you just get this value. All right, when you have completed the square, you just get this part here and say x is equal to 1 when it jumps like this. So in this case, we have this one value, and we want to take it to the other side to make it in this form. So that's why this one actually changed the sign. From there, we're actually we're going to replace the x and y values so that we calculate for the value of a. Take note, this is a, it's not 9. Okay, so I've replaced the values of x and y. So we're going to solve for x. We're going to solve for a right now. All right. Yeah, and from here we can see to say a is equal to -1. All right. Yeah. Then after that, we are going to replace a into the original equation. That is this equation here. It's going to be y is equal to -1 x minus, in this case we're just going to get it from -1 here, squared plus 2. all right, this is our equation. Okay, this is the form of this equation. So we have to expand this equation to give us this form, so that we can know to say this is actually our value. You have to know the value of b, you have to know the value of c as well. All right, so we're going to expand here. Now the tricky part is you don't actually expand this to say okay, you have an equation of this form. I'm going to write here, you have an equation of this a plus b, all right, squared. Okay, so when it is a plus b squared, it's going to be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. If it is a minus here, then the minus is going to be here. All right, let me just write it for the sake of clarity. A minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So you should take note of this so that it will be very easy for you to solve in the exam. So we're going to expand this one. Mind you, this -1 multiplies everything here, so it's going to be -1, something like x squared. All right, x squared 2 by this is 2 by this is going to be -2x 1 squared, so it's going to be plus 1 what 1 squared which is 1. Okay, close, plus 2. All right, then we're going to multiply this by everything here. It's going to give us -x squared minus this is plus, actually plus 2x. This by this is going to be -1 plus 2. All right, then these are like terms, we can simplify them. It's going to be y is equal to -x. We're going to have y is equal to -x plus 2x. This is going to give us 1 plus 2 is going to give us, actually it's going to give us 1. All right, and when you compare this equation to the original equation here, you're going to see to say this is our a, this is our b, and this is our c. Since we already have the value of a, which is -1, as you've seen here, we can still find this -1. Our b is going to be +2, and our c is going to be +1. I hope you have understood. Thank you very much.